Hello, boys and girls. This is Ken from Vanderwan Gardens. Just came back from vacation, so just trying to get everything kind of situated, see what's going on. Are the fish doing good? Are the bees doing good? Are my vegetables doing good? I think all that seems to be good. So I have my bee suit on. I'm going to be going on into the hives. We got our camper put back. Got the solar panel attached to it. You can see way off in the distance. So that way I don't need to run an electrical cord. I'd rather not have electrical cord going out there. And plus, so then I can turn off this whole box because everything in the greenhouse here all runs off of those solar panels. So the electric fence, the lights inside the shed, the lights inside the greenhouse, anything I need out here, it's all self-sustaining. This little timer's on a battery. I think we talked about that in an earlier video. But you see how I have two trays? I got 3 hoses, but I set up 4 timers. So that way that fourth one, the empty one, spills water into these trays. But then so does the sprinkler. So the 2 sprinklers out there, they'll fill up water catch areas out there for the bees. As well as I've got this larger basin here. And water's always getting collected in these 2 drums. So yeah, I got to do some weed whacking. I got to do some general cleanup. Oh wow, looks like the trumpet vine is finally catching on the shed. It's growing nice over here. That's where the bunnies hide, under there. So I'm about to just take some burlap, cut it. And what I do is I fold it up and I put it in here. And when I light it, I use only as much as I need. And then once I'm done, I cork it. Maybe I'll do a separate video live of what of me going into the hives. The point of me going into the hives today is to see about honey production. You see how there's 3 honey supers on the far one. That's the most aggressive hive and the most prolific one. So the first super was starting to get kind of heavy, and then I picked up the second super after a couple of weeks, and that started feeling a little heavy. And I actually went in there a couple of weeks ago to count how many actual frames of honey there are in there, and I made note of it. So I'm just gonna count how many is going on today. I was watching a video from David Burns where he was trying to figure out if his hives were healthy or not. He goes into every single frame. In the past, I've tried to go into every single frame, and then I find out that suddenly I'm queenless, and now I'm pushed back by a week because I inadvertently killed the queen or something happened. Like, you got to get in there in April, May, June to make sure that there's no swarm cells. But again, David Burns, I was watching his video today, and he was saying how his weak hive seemed to have swarmed maybe once, maybe twice, and that's why it seems to have a lot less traffic going in and out of it. But I'm looking at all 4 of those entrances, and it looks like there's dozens of bees going in and out. It looks like the wooden hive, the unpainted hive, seems to be the most active recently. I don't know if you can see that from here. Maybe I'll go get close. But I thought another thing you might want to see is, like, what are the things that I keep on me while I'm doing my hive inspections. I always keep my lighter on me because they always go out. The smoker always goes out. I keep another bundle of burlap on me. I keep the current year's and last year's marking pens on me in case I find a hive that I know already had a queen. This here is how you mark your queen. You trap her in this little plunger thingy. You know, you scoop her up, you put her in here, you walk her back on that, and then you dab her with the. Sometimes if you find her wandering about, if you wanted to keep her for any length of time, I got a little queen cage here, but I got to stick some candy in there to seal her in. So that's probably useless at this point. I got to go get a marshmallow. And I got a queen cage here. So those are the things I keep on me at all times when I'm out there doing the inspections. So that way, if I do happen to come across a queen or a swarm cell, so let's go into my super secret hidden way of getting into my inside my electric fence. Don't show the deer how to do this. There was a big storm last week that knocked over a bunch of stuff. I mean, yes, it always looks messy back here, but a bunch of flower pots were out. You might want to see how the garden's doing. So I got some peppers I can pick, some cayenne peppers. Got a big old green bell pepper over there. That little pod there is from one year I got praying mantis eggs, and I've been having praying mantises ever since. The dill is going to seed. I got some lettuce and some spinach and some, all the good stuff. So that's what the tomatoes are looking like. And the parsnips. The potatoes have got some flowers on them. The weeds are coming. The asparagus has gone to seed. As so has the broccoli. So I trimmed off a couple of the broccolis. I ate a couple of sprigs. That's the celery. That's the cabbage. Let's scoot up here for a better view of what's going on. So there are bees bagging into this closest hive. You see how they're trying to get in under the top cover? That tells me that there's some robbing activity going on. So I'm afraid that this closest hive, the one with the blue, might be getting robbed. So I think I might find their honey stores down. But the other 3 hives look like they're pretty good. Nobody's bouncing off of my head, but they are 100% testing me out. Yep, I'm about to get bumped. So this was a noise-making device to hopefully keep the bunnies off of that, but then it got ripped off somehow. Blueberries. Yeah, I didn't plant everything. I gotta get these tomatoes tied up, maybe. And you guys, I gotta get yous watered better. My little mousetrap has not been sprung. I gotta get you guys trained up to go onto that trellis so that way I can see you when you got cucumbers. Oh, and you too. I gotta get you guys trained up. But that's a 2-hand job. I don't even know what that plant is. I just figured I'd let it go. Somebody ate all of those sunflowers. They left these ones so far. Rotten little bunnies. And I planted this here blueberry. And look, we got blueberries. I wonder if I got any strawberries. I'm wondering if the birds aren't getting them before I get them. And those are all pumpkins. So yeah. Oh, and this mess over here, I was going to make a trellis because I want to have honeysuckle grow up it. So yeah, that's how the garden looks today. So let me go put my suit on and do my inspection. Before I went on vacation, I set the timer to go on 2 times a day. Once at 6 in the morning, and once again at like 8 o'clock at night. So anyway, I guess the next video will be of what I see inside the hives.